Do you remember the Batman TV series from the 1960s? You probably still have the theme song stuck in your head. You probably also remember Burt Ward, who played Robin. Burt Ward also had a wild and exciting life and had a reputation for being a womanizer. Let's learn about the incredible life and career of Burt Ward. Burt's early life and career. Burt Ward was born Burt John Jervis Jr. on July 6, 1945 in L.A. His father, Burt Sr., was the manager of a traveling ice skating show, which Burt Jr. eventually performed in. As a young boy, Burt was into comic books, including superhero comics such as Superman and Batman. He was also involved in many sports in school, like wrestling, track, and football. He also practiced Taekwondo and was even an avid chess player. With so many interests, it seemed young Burt didn't know what specifically he wanted to do with his life. At 19, he was enrolled in college and worked for his father's real estate business. But there was something else that caught his eye. He wanted to become an actor, despite having zero experience so far. Before we tell you more about Burt's life and career, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Batman and Burt's show business career. When Burt was 19, he auditioned against actor Peter Dale for the role of Robin in a new TV series called Batman. Despite never acting before, he managed to secure the audition and won the role. He played Dick Grayson, or Robin, in Batman, which ran from 1966 to 68. It was at this time Burt decided to adopt his stage name, Burt Ward. He replaced the E in his first name to a U to give it an extra punch. He decided not to use his surname as he felt audiences would have difficulty pronouncing it. He chose his mother's maiden name, Ward. Burt Ward became great friends with Adam West, who played Batman. The two remained friends for the rest of Adam's life, and Burt often considered Adam to be his mentor. Even though Burt had no acting experience, he still managed to win over audiences with his role as Robin. He fit naturally into the role and loved acting as the character. He felt that he and Adam West were the perfect Batman and Robin. In later years, he spoke about how he wasn't a fan of the darker direction that many of the Batman films had taken. He felt Batman Forever was too dark and liked the fact that the original series was appropriate for family viewing. Burt and Adam appeared in the 1966 feature Batman the Movie, as well as the TV short Batgirl in 1967. In the 70s, he voiced Robin for the animated series The New Adventures of Batman. Apart from his work in the Batman series, Burt was also an occasional actor in films. He was often cast by directors and producers who were fans of his work as Robin. He appeared in films as varied as Fire in the Night, The Underachievers, Hot Under the Collar, and Pacino is Missing. He also had occasional TV roles and cameo appearances on popular shows. He appeared on Living Single, Clueless, SpongeBob SquarePants, and Futurama. In 2019, he played Dick Grayson in an episode of the hit TV show Supergirl. Burt's former lifestyle. Burt has stated that he and Adam West were like, quote, sexual vampires. In his autobiography, Boy Wonder, My Life in Tights, he discussed, among other things, the wild lifestyle he enjoyed, particularly at the height of his fame in the 60s. He said he would have sexual encounters on set and in his dressing room whenever there was a break to spare. When he had complete time off, that's when he really spent time with the ladies. He has stated this promiscuous and carefree behavior was a sign of the time. The 60s was the decade of free love and rebelled against the conservative attitudes of the 50s. He says that today such a lifestyle wouldn't be feasible. But it wasn't just his sex life that was exciting. Burt also did many of his own stunts on Batman. While there were professional stunt performers, he was often asked to perform his own stunts, including particularly dangerous ones. There were a few times where he got injured. There was a time when he had to be rushed to the emergency room. But Burt was full of energy and had incredible physicality, owing to his years playing sports and practicing Taekwondo. In fact, it was later revealed the reason he did more stunts was to save a bit more money for the producers. He was paid the minimum amount that was permitted by the Screen Actors Guild for his role in Batman. He learned that his stunt double got paid for every stunt. To save money, Burt was made to perform many of his stunts. As horrific as this may sound to some of us, Burt took it in stride. He has nothing but fond memories of his work on Batman, and he's grateful for the incredible life he's enjoyed because of it. Burt's life today. Burt has been married and got divorced thrice. He married Tracy Posner in 1990, and the two have been together ever since. He also has 2 children, one with Tracy and one from his first marriage to Bonnie Lindsay. The fact that Burt was busy trying many things as a child certainly helped him out later in life. In addition to his show business career, he decided to try his hand at entrepreneurship. Burt and Tracy started a charity together called Gentle Giants. They help rescue stray and abandoned dogs and provide them with nourishment and care. They also help them find new homes. He also sells dog and cat food through Gentle Giants. His daughters, Lisa and Melody, are also heavily involved with the charity. Burt loves spending time with his family and spends most of his time with them and his charity. His film and TV work continues, though this isn't the main focus of his life today. Burt's legacy. Burt's now in his 70s and just as popular as ever. His voice and likeness have been used for spin-off works from the original Batman series. These include video games and direct-to-video films. He regularly attends conventions to discuss his life and career working on Batman. Fans can also hope to see him make more cameo appearances in popular shows, as well as interviews on podcasts. In 2021, he appeared on the popular podcast Funny Science Fiction Podcast. He also appeared on the Man Cave Chronicles podcast in 2018. He often appears in documentaries to discuss Batman and the show's legacy. He's set to appear in a documentary called The Beat of the Bat, which deals with the music behind the series. In January 2020, he received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. While his show business career was defined by one character, it was one we'll never forget. The original Batman series remains an iconic part of American pop culture, and Burt Ward will remain a legend for superhero fans. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think the original Batman series still holds up? Let us know in the comment section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Factsverse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.